Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know, ain't no more legit sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs. You know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA. We the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckheischer here with the Man Hour. Head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We do got merch over there. We got the Beastie merch over there. We got the Man Hour logo merch over there. We got the Team Buckhead merch over there as well. Guys, it is going to be a good show today. We had a great show last night. Me and Beastie got to do a co-show again last night for the first time in a long time with me working this weird shift and whatnot. But, you know, it was good. If you guys miss it, you can find us on iTunes, on that, or iHeartRadio, of course, Spotify as well. Or simply head over to youtube.com/Man Hour, and you can find it right there, right there, whatever you want to say it, over there on the Man Hour YouTube page, youtube.com/Man Hour. So, guys, we are going to talk some Rams-Cardinals, of course. Your boy's been right about the Cardinals all season long. I'm not here to gloat or anything. Oh, wait. Yes, I am. All you Rams or all you Cardinals fans can suck it. That's right. I said suck it. Of course, we're going to talk some 49ers versus Packers. What else we got? We got some more Rams, Cardinals. We got some Dallas Cowboys. But of course, we got Overreaction Tuesday as well. But if you guys are going to miss any part of the show whatsoever, simply find us on Good Pods here. You can download this episode there. You can leave it a ranking. And, of course, you know, share with a couple friends because that's what you guys do here. Sharing is caring here on the Man Hour Nation. Of course, we are on Roku TV with Northeast Streaming Sports platform there. If you guys are watching us on Roku TV, feel free to give that channel a ranking, you know, preferably 5 stars. But be completely honest. Do not pad the stats or like anything like that. Be honest, you know. If it's the worst channel you've ever seen, leave it a 1 star and tell us how we can improve it. And if it's the best thing you've seen since sliced bread, let us know and tell us to put some butter on that toast. But in the end, guys, we are on Roku TV with Northeast Streaming Sports. Of course, youtube.com every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. right here on youtube.com/Man Hour. And every Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. with my man, Beastie Combs. Now that we got all the bills paid and whatnot, guys, it is time for the word of the day. Where is it at? The word of the day. Word of the day. There it is.
Well, a bird. A bird's a word. Well, a bird. A bird's a word. Well, a bird.
Are you ready for the best
And
damn radio
today's
show?
word of the day is,
It's going to be several words rolled into one. It's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. It's a told you so. That's right. The word of the day is I told you so. A couple months ago, me and my man Tori Anderson at manhour_Tori. If you guys are interested in tweeting at him, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at manhour_Buck as well. Me and Tori sat right here on the Man Hour, 8 p.m. East Coast time. We were talking about the Arizona Cardinals, and they were getting ready to play the Green Bay Packers. J.J. Watt just went out for the rest of the season. He went on IR, and I told you guys that their run defense was suspect at best. The Green Bay Packers flexed on them. And then the rest of the season, they've been kind of battling with injuries. You can call it what you want, but they've been fluttering around. They've been having a tough time over there in Arizona. They were great on the road. They were 8-1 on the road, and then I think they were like almost 500 at home. But what we said here is that the cracks are starting to show for the Arizona Cardinals. First, the Green Bay Packers. This is like 2 months ago, three months ago. Right? Was it week 9 or week 10 when they played on a Thursday night game at Lambeau West? We told you that the cracks were showing. We told you that the Arizona Cardinals were not that good. We told you that this team is going to be a first-round exit. We sat here and told you this, and this, and why they're not very good. And the word of the day is I told you so. We told you so that the Arizona Cardinals were not very good. We told you so that this team was overrated. We told you so that this team has many, many flaws, and just a couple players are covering up many of those flaws. We told you so that the Arizona Cardinals were going to be a first-round exit. We told you so. That is the word of the day. Deal with it. We told you so. First round playoff exit. I forget the subscriber's name, but he told me that I was out of my mind. I was out of my ever loving mind to think that the Arizona Cardinals would even miss the playoffs. You were right. I did overreact on that one. But that was simply because, I did not realize that they were basically mathematically ineligible to miss the playoffs like at that particular point. But we corrected it, and I told you they'll be a first-round exit, and that's exactly what they were. So word of the day is I told you so, because I told you so. I told you guys so that the Arizona Cardinals are overrated, and they're just not very good at the end of the day.
Well, a bad, bad, bad. But bad, well, a bad, bad, bad. But bad, well, a bad, bad, bad.
Alrighty, guys. So now let's get into some real sports talk here. I'm done pounding my chest and told you that I told you so, but I told you so. The phone lines are open over here at Man Hour Radio at 812-648-HOUR. That is 812-648-4687. Text lines and phone lines are brought to you by Skull Candy Original Headphones. So head over to skullcandyoriginal.com and use promo code MANHOUR at checkout, and it'll save yourself, guys, 20% at checkout. I got my Skull Candy headphones on right here. I got my wireless ones charging in the house for work today. So Skull Candy, guys, they are a very, very great headphone. You put them on and I don't hear anything. Like, my wife can walk up at me, my kids can smack me in the back of the head, and I wouldn't even know they're coming. I can literally see them, and they're still going to spook me because the noise canceling headphones are so great in there. The wireless ones fit in my ear hole perfectly, and I barely turned up my phone a little bit, maybe 2 clicks, and it's almost too loud for me. So that's exactly the way I like my headphones. And if you like to cancel out the background noise and live life and be great and listen to your music and jam out to some Tom McDonald, some MGK, Eminem, all that good stuff, Skull Candy is the head for you guys. So skullcandyoriginal.com. Use promo code MANHOUR. They are sponsoring the phone lines for this month, so you can call or text in the show at 812-648-HOUR. Once again, that's 812-648-4687. And big thank you for Skull Candy for sponsoring the phone lines this month. Hopefully we can, do some long-term stuff, Skull Candy. Let us know. Hit me up on the Twitter machine at ManHour on _Buck, and we can work for a long, long time together. Now, it is time to get into the title topic of today's show. And if you guys watched the Monday night wild card game last night, the Rams versus the Cardinals, Matthew Stafford looked decent, right? He was very much of a game manager per se, but that's exactly what the Rams need out of Matthew Stafford. They need a game manager to manage the game for them and really, exploit some of the weaknesses of the teams that they are playing. So one of the biggest weaknesses were from the Arizona Cardinals last night was obviously that run defense. Just J.J. Watt was back, but he didn't play for like 10 weeks. I think I saw him maybe make 1 or 2 plays tops. Big plays. Like, obviously one was I think it was a 3rd down and knocked him back for 6 yards. Definitely knocked him out of that 4th and inches that they were hoping for. But he had a couple big plays, but some of the biggest weaknesses for the Arizona Cardinals was that run defense all season long. Do I want to revert back to the word of the day? Sure, I told you guys so. I told you that the Arizona Cardinals' biggest weakness was their run defense, and it definitely showed, and it definitely got exploited last night versus the Rams. So with that being said, when you look at the Rams moving forward, Matthew Stafford was a very good game manager. He only threw for 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then rushed for 1 as well. That is what Sean McVay and the LA Rams need to do versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers run defense is obviously, or is not obviously, but it is one of their weakest points on the defense. Yes, they stepped up versus the Eagles and they shut them down, but that was mainly because they were playing from behind a lot of that game. But if you look at the Buccaneers' rush defense, the last couple games, they gave up over 200 yards versus the Jets. They gave up 180 yards versus the Dolphins. Like, it was a very, very, their run defense has been suspect at best moving forward. So for the Rams to have any success for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like they did against the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to have to run the ball a lot and be very, very effective. Cam Akers is a great addition back into their lineup there. So big. So if you guys saw that play with Cam Akers last night, I want to touch on that a little bit here. So Cam Akers, and I forget the guy's name, but they met head-to-head when Cam Akers was running to the end zone, and this guy was knocked out clean. So I saw the taunting, or he like waved at him and said night or something. I don't know what he said, but for all you people out there that are like dogging Cam Akers, you have clearly never been the heat of the battle. You have clearly never been a shit talker on the NFL field or the field period, because when you are in game mode and you make a big hit, you like black out. Mean like you are just so pumped full of energy and adrenaline. I don't know if that other guy is hurt, and quite frankly, like at that moment, I don't care. I am here to celebrate. I'm here to pump up my team. I'm here to interact with the crowd. I'm here to have a great time. So all you people dogging Cam Akers, chill out. Just because clearly after his adrenaline left his body and he calmed down, he realized what was going on. So stop with that crap, with that, Cam Akers is a dirty player and all that stuff. Like, come on, get out of there with that crap. I just wanted to get that out there before we moved on to the rest of the show here. So Sean McVay last night put in a game plan to where Matthew Stafford become a game manager. And when Matthew Stafford is a game manager, he looked pretty damn good, guys. Let's just be honest. He looked like a top 10 quarterback that many people thought he was for his whole career, all through Detroit. And, the Detroit Lions are just dragging him down. He doesn't have any talent. And then he moved to L.A., and then, he was great. He had those 5 touchdown games, 300 yards, yada, yada, yada. And then he went back down. So basically, Sean McVay has evolved as a coach throughout the season. And Matthew Stafford is now the Alex Smith type of quarterback that the Rams needed all along. The Rams don't need to put up 55 points on you. They need to put up 21 points, let the defense eat, and then run the damn ball over and over and over. That's exactly what they need to do, and that's what Sean McVay did against the Arizona Cardinals. And after, weeks and months of just really not doing a whole lot here, the Rams purchase services, that's right, the purchase services have finally showed up. Von Miller finally had a great game. Odell Beckham Jr. is now that number one target to take all the pressure off of Cooper Kupp and let Cooper Kupp eat. I mean, the purchase services are now doing great in LA. And if these purchase services keep doing what they've been hired to do, what they've been paid to do, what they've been brought in to do, the Rams are destined to make another Super Bowl run. They are destined to lose a Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to win it. I don't think they're there yet. I don't think a game manager in Matthew Stafford could win them the Super Bowl by any means. Because if the Rams were to make it, depending on whoever they played in the AFC, like I'm picking the AFC team to win because I just don't think the Rams are quite there yet. But the purchase services have finally shown up, and this is going to be big things for the Rams moving forward. This is huge for the Rams. Von Miller is now going to take some of those double teams off of Aaron Donald. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to make the safety roll over to his side a little bit more and leave Cooper Kupp open. This is huge for the LA Rams that they have finally shown up a little bit. So it is great to see, and hopefully they do great things moving forward. But now, Cam Akers, guys, we touched on it a little bit here, and it's been great. Like it has been amazing seeing Cam Akers come come back and all this stuff. And if you guys don't know, Cam Akers tore his Achilles in early July. I believe it was during OTAs, or I don't even think preseason has started yet, like at that particular point. But he tore his Achilles, and we all thought he would be out for the rest of the year. And lo and behold, come playoff time, he is back. And this is huge for the Rams because they are going to have an opportunity to play the Bucs. The Bucs defense is suspect. The rushing defense is suspect. So they're going to really have to focus on the Cam Akers and Sony Michel as well. We forget that the Rams have Sony Michel from the Patriots just a couple years ago, right? But what is so great about Cam Akers being back is he has not taken wear and tear on his body at all. All 2021 NFL season, he has been sitting there rehabbing. He's been getting bigger, faster, stronger. And it showed last night. It showed that Cam Akers is 100%. He showed that he doesn't have any lingering injuries from the NFL season. It shows that he has not taken hits all season long. And watching Cam Akers run last night gave me goosebumps. Watching Cam Akers doing what he did, like, man, this Rams team is for real. And if you have any doubt, any suspect about how great he can be, just seriously, guys, watch that run that ultimately knocked the player out. I think it was Boston. I think his name was. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Ultimately knocked him out. He got carted off. They say he is he is fine. He has feelings in all of his extremities and like whatnot. But that was a man run from Cam Akers last night. That was by far one of the toughest runs all game long. Maybe even all postseason long so far in this very young postseason game. Like, obviously, but it was great to see Cam Akers back and doing great things over there. But, guys, we are up against the first break here on Roku TV. So if you guys are watching us, be sure to head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that subscribe button. But I want to get into some of the texts that are coming here over here on the Man Hour text line, 812-648-HOUR. And let me pull it up. Got about 5 or 6 right there. If I could get off the music. There we go. Spit on the phone, apparently. So texter number 1 says, Cam Akers says that was the dirtiest play I've ever seen in my life. Cam Akers should be ejected out of that. How is that a dirty play? Both of the players, yes, they both like lowered their heads and they actually hit head to head, but that is what you're trained to do. Like, you're trained to protect yourself, and the only thing that could have been different is the tackler could have got his head behind the runner to protect himself from getting a concussion. But that is the old school way of teaching thing, is keep your head in front of everybody, and everything was perfect. Like, there was nothing dirty about that texture, so I don't even know what you're talking about, because that is absolutely asinine to even think that. So I actually addressed that like 10 minutes ago, and it's just for you to say that, it's dumb. Like, he is not a dirty player, and to be ejected because he hurt somebody. So every time somebody gets hurt, somebody needs to be ejected. Like, come on, get out of here with that crap texture. You must be a bitter Cardinals fan in the end. So, like, let me revert back to the word of the day. I told you so. I told you so that the Cardinals were not very good. The cracks were showing, and it showed all game long, texter. So, next texter says, well, how about those Rams? They finally rammed up and rammed the competition. Calm down, texter. Calm down. The Rams were there all season. Let's look at the Rams' record throughout the season, because weren't they, like, at many points in the season, my man Graham Wallace, that does our power rankings right here on the Man Hour, he had them at number 1. Hell, they were that's postseason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they were 7-1 before they lost three straight to the Titans, 49ers, and Packers. So for you to, like, be pumping your chest, take a break. Yes, I am on this Rams bandwagon. I think they played a great game. Yes, they had a great season, 12-5, right? But you need to calm down here. Like, you guys have been good all season long. You have all those purchased services, and then you won what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row versus the Jaguars, Cardinals, the abysmal Seahawks, the Vikings, the Ravens that were terrible. So come on now. you guys have been good all season long. So to say we're back, I mean, like, I respect the fandom. I respect the pumping your chest because, you know, I'm a Chiefs fan. I was pumping my chest on Sun, and I get it. Like, you know, like, it is what it is. Next texter says, where's your Cowboys hat? I was watching last night, and today you don't have your Cowboys hat on. What's up with that? So, I was basically wearing my Cowboys beanie because I know it's right here. It's on the desk. Let me put it back up there with the rest of them, right? Because I knew we were going to talk about the Cowboys 49ers, and I wanted to poke at Combs. That's the only reason why I wore it. Normally, I wear all my Chiefs gear on the air and sometimes wear my Cowboys jerseys and whatnot. But, you know, at the end of the day, I am a Chiefs fan, number one, and then Cowboys are second. And, of course, you see the Packer stuff back there with my wife. I got my K-State stuff up there. So, like, I'm a sports fan. So, eventually, at some point, I'm going to have, like, more teams. I want to get a Bengals and a Titans and a Colts stuff up here, you know, just because area teams and whatnot. But come on, man. Don't be trying to dog me for wearing my second team stuff. Come on, man. You know better than that. Sheesh. This guy. Next texter says, and I'm getting close to the break, the Cardinals are still the best team in the NFL. Okay. I mean, I believe I got that coming up in hour 2 that I'm going to tell you guys how bad the Arizona Cardinals were all season long. But if you want to pump your chest about how great they are still, go for it. You guys are sitting on the couch still with the Dallas Cowboys, with the Colts, with the Lions, with the, you know, the list goes on. Houston Texans, Jaguars, Pittsburgh Steelers, Ravens. I mean, they're all great teams, right? But whatever, you guys are at home. So, sorry about your luck. They are a good team if you ever play in college, but you guys are not in college. We're at Bad Guys here on the Man Hour.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Hour while doing dishes.
In bed, hiding from your wife and kids.
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.
Have you ever wanted to go to Vegas to see the NFL draft? Well, now you can. Simply head over to youtube.com/manhour, click on that join button, become a $5.99 member or higher, and you get free entry. Simple as that. So head over to youtube.com/manhour and hit that join button. You won't regret it.
You're watching Man Hour. Hit that like button, baby.
Man Hour Nation, it's your boy BC Beastie Brandon Combs coming to you with a special message. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now, that's 22 too many. And here at the Man Hour, we want to bring awareness to this. Our brothers and sisters deserve our support and our help. With the Take 22 merch, it's a small opportunity to show our appreciation and support to our veterans and take a small step to ending veteran suicide and treating PTSD properly. Every dollar spent on our Take 22 merch will be donated to the cause. So Man Hour Nation, rise up and show your support.
And you are watching the Man Hour, guys, with Michael Buckott today. If you'd be most inclined, head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We got the Takeaway 22 merch. I got my hoodie on right here, as you guys know. It's just saw on the ad there, 22 veterans a day commit suicide, and that's 22 way too many. So by purchasing a hoodie or T-shirt or beanie or a book bag with Takeaway 22 stuff on it, we are giving all proceeds from those merchandise to a nonprofit motorcycle organization based out of Topeka, Kansas. They help veterans with PTSD getting to and from medical appointments and just life in general. They're there for a generalized support group, and their members are about 20 deep right now, and they are helping hundreds of veterans each and every week. So big shout out to them. So Takeaway 22 merch, guys, is at manhourradio.com. Check it out and just help support the cause. It'd be great for you guys. If you guys are going to miss any part of the show whatsoever, be sure to head over to youtube.com/manhour. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, as we do upload clips each and every day over there. I am going to start updating upgrading the value of the clips. We're going to start putting in some highlights and stuff like that to make you a little bit better viewing pleasure. So hopefully you guys will like that. Be sure to like it and share it with a couple friends, because you're trying to grow and be the best damn sports show out there, which we believe we are. We just need a little bit more work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta tweak things and always consistently growing, and that's what Buck does over here. I'm always thinking 6 months ahead. So if you guys are watching here at youtube.com/manhour live, there's a poll going over there on the old YouTube page right now, and the poll says, were the Cardinals overrated all season long? It's a simple yes or no question there. A simple hit yes or no, and right now 100% of Sandy, you said yes, the Cardinals have been overrated all season long. So all you Cardinals fans, come over here and vote. Get you guys' boys back on top there. But it is Tuesday. It is 10:30 here on the East Coast time, and it is time for that special time. Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday. And that's right, guys. It is time for Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday is brought to you by Blue Yeti Coolers. So over to BlueYeti.com. Use promo code MANHOUR to save yourself 15% at checkout. So Blue Yeti Coolers is a Yeti cooler. It's just blue, and they are amazing. So I actually got my Blue Yeti koozie right here. It's purple. Because K-State and whatnot. But whatever. Yeah, BlueYetiCoolers.com. Check them out, guys. If you're on YouTube.com, the link is in the description. So, the first overreaction that we got here. So, I pull these all from our Discord and Twitter. You can tweet at me at manhour_buck and ask me if this is an overreaction or underreaction or just right. And most of them I will bring on air, but I will answer all of them on the Twitter page there. So give me hashtag Overreaction Tuesday, and of course hashtag ManHourNation, and at me at them. And of course, we will definitely get all the proper channels, and I'll get your question on air. So this is actually from the show last night, and this isn't from Twitter. This is from my man Kev at the real Kevo _0. He's a special guest here at ManHour every Monday night at youtube.com/manhour. He's on at 8:30 p.m. East Coast time. And he says Mike McCarty is not the issue in Dallas. So, as you guys know, the Dallas Cowboys went for a quarterback sneak the last play of ultimately was the last play of the game, and it basically cost them season in the end. Many people are pointing the blame on Mike McCarty, and my man Kev said, you know what? Who calls the offensive plays? It's not Mike McCarty, it's Kellen Moore. Who is the offensive coordinator? Kellen Moore. Who makes all those play calls? Kellen Moore. So for Mike McCarty to be the fall guy in this issue, yes, I get it. He is the head coach. The head coach takes all the fall, and the players get all the glory. That is why it's so hard of being an NFL head coach, because either you're wrong or the players are right. There's no glory for you in the end. So for him to say that Mike McCarty is not the issue in Dallas, I'm going to say it's a little overreaction, because of the simple fact that Mike McCarty ultimately is the head coach of Dallas. He ultimately puts the team on the field, and everything falls on his shoulder. So therefore, it is an overreaction to say that he is not the issue, because he is the issue. He is the one that puts his staff together. He is the one that put Kellen Moore in this offensive coaching position. He is the one that put Dan Quinn in his defensive coaching position, right? This is his staff. This is his team. So it does ultimately fall on his shoulder. So it is an overreaction to say that he is not the issue, because the blame ultimately comes from the top and then rolls downhill. And right now it's rolling on Mike McCarty. And unfortunately, I said it last night that I don't think he is going anywhere, but we will see more stuff as more head coaches come free and whatnot, and we'll see. But it is definitely an overreaction saying that Mike McCarty is not the issue. Come on, man. Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction. Next up on Overreaction Tuesday, this is coming from the Red Sea. Hashtag Red Sea. I have to say it like out there, guys. So, I mean, I understand you guys are big Cardinals fans and you want to support your team and all this stuff, but all season long, I've been hearing that Kyler Murray is the MVP. Kyler Murray is the MVP. Kyler Murray is the best player on the field. He elevates his team to this, this, and this. Well, guess what? Kyler Murray did not do that last night, did he? Kyler Murray was easily the worst quarterback. That's right. I said easily the worst quarterback in this super wild card weekend. He was worse than Dak Prescott. He was worse than Derek Carr. He was worse than Mac Jones. He was the worst quarterback. Hell, Jalen Hurts was better than Kyler Murray in this particular playoff game. So, yes, I get it. He put up the stats. Let's actually pull up his stats for the season. I should have pulled this up a little earlier, but I don't. But eyesight to me, like stats, like honestly, I could care less about stats. I do the eye test, and the eye test tells me that Kyler Murray is extremely great or extremely bad. There's no mediocre point for Kyler Murray. And with that being said, you have to have a mediocre point to be the MVP. Your worst day still has to be mediocre. So he did throw for 3,787 yards this season. Well, he missed, 3 games or 4 games with that, I forget, was it sprained ankle? I think it was. So he did have just under 38 yards passing, almost 70% completion rate, averaging 8 yards a throw, 24 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, and sacked 31 times. That's abysmal. That's tough. And he did rush for 423 yards this season on 14 attempts. Sorry, on 88 attempts. That's 14 games. So he is not your MVP. Even the stats tell me that he isn't the MVP. And when you think of a MVP, you think of a guy that is there every game. You are looking at a guy that is not there for 75% of your games. A MVP has to play every day. Every game. Your MVP needs to be there every play, every second of every down. Obviously if you're blowing out, whatever, right? But Kyler Murray is not the MVP. So that is definitely an overreaction for all you Red Seas fans out there. Definitely overreaction. Kyler Murray is not the MVP. This year's MVP is going to be Aaron Rodgers, just because Aaron Rodgers, he's the MVP. He is the true GOAT in the NFL right now. Better than Tom Brady, better than Patrick Mahomes, better than Kyler Murray this season, I should say. All right, so moving on to the next one. Where's that? Overreaction Tuesday. Overreact. And the next Overreaction Tuesday is the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. Okay, Bengals fan. I know you guys are excited. I know you guys are out there pumping your chest, saying, "Oh, we the best. We going to the shit. We going to the shit." What? Calm down. Overreaction. Are you guys overreacting? I don't know. Maybe yes, you guys are overreacting 100% on this thing. Cincinnati fans, I am happy you guys got your first win since 1991, right? I am happy you guys got your first playoff win since 91, like obviously. I'm happy that Joe Burrow is out there doing great things. I'm happy that Jamar Chase is catching bombs and Higgins is doing his thing and the defensive players. Pump the brakes, guys. This is exactly what they wanted you guys to do. They want you guys to get overhyped for one game. That win versus the Las Vegas Raiders, which you guys is Super Bowl in the end. You guys were so hyped after that game. Hell, you guys were hyped after the NFC clinching the AFC North after beating the Chiefs. Like, I figured that was your downfall there. But then beating the Raiders in the playoff games, that is your guys' downfall in the end. That was your Super Bowl. You guys are going to be so emotionally drained going into Tennessee, I believe it's Saturday, and playing against the Titans that are a great team right now. And it's definitely an overreaction. Guys, the Bengals are not going to the Super Bowl because they've already played their Super Bowl. They've already won the North, and they won their first playoff game. That alone was the first half of the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs, and the second half of the Super Bowl was the win versus the Raiders. That was your guys' Super Bowl, and that is how your guys' season will end, is on a loss versus the Tennessee Titans this weekend. So definitely an overreaction that the Titans are going to the Super Bowl, guys. Pump the brakes on that. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Overreaction Tuesday. And the next one here for Overreaction Tuesday, Dak Prescott was the worst quarterback last weekend in Super Wild Card Weekend. And that is an overreaction. Yes, that Dak Prescott did have a bad game. It was a very, very bad offensive scheme. It was just a bad day for the Dallas Cowboys in general. But in the end, they were in a position to win the game because the Dallas Cowboys are a good team. They aren't great yet, but they are a good team. Sprinkle a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and they will be very successful moving forward. But I said it earlier, the worst quarterback of the weekend was Kyler Murray. When you are 9 yards in the end zone, getting ready to get sacked, and you just throw a ball up in the air, you got to have better common sense than that. Just take the damn sack. Would you rather give up 2 points or 6 points? Which one's less? 2 or 6? Come on, Red Sea. I know you guys know the answer. Obviously, the answer is 2. You take the safety, and you hopefully let your defense stop the Rams on the next possession. Because, like, at that point, it would have been 16-0, not 21-0. You guys maybe have had a chance. Probably not, but Kyler Murray was hands down was hands down the worst quarterback in the day. So Dak Prescott was the worst quarterback of the weekend. Overreaction on my part, because the answer is Kyler Murray, guys. Kyler Murray was the worst quarterback. Next up, Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday. Next overreaction here. Big Ben isn't done. So, wow. Okay. I forget who this came from, but I believe this texter or this tweeter, you tweeted me at @manhour_buck, and I believe you shared Antonio Brown's thing, saying that Antonio Brown said that Big Ben was done in Pittsburgh, but he has a lot left in the tank. So is that an overreaction? Yes. Did you guys see Big Ben after that Monday night game? That final Monday night game versus the Ravens when they won, and he didn't take his helmet off and walked out the stadium with his kids holding hands and his wife. Yeah. He's done. Drew Brees did the same thing was it last year, right? Sat there with his helmet on and just kind of soaked it all in. Big Ben, that Monday night game was his final game. Yes, I know they played 2 games after that. They went on the road versus the Browns, I think, and then they went on the road in the playoff games versus the Chiefs, right? But that Monday night game versus the Ravens, that was his last game. He was checked out. He was mentally checked out at that point. His career was over after that Monday night win at Heinz Field over the Baltimore Ravens. So Antonio Brown, for you to say that he has a lot left in the tank, maybe. I mean, when you are a professional athlete or an athlete in general, 9 times out of 10, your physical ability doesn't diminish before your mental ability prepares. Meaning, when you are ready to retire, it's because your mind says, I am tired of putting in 30, 40, 50 hours a week of watching film, practice, getting my body ready. I'm not tired of playing Sundays. I'm tired of Monday through Saturday. I'm tired of waking up on Monday morning and have to put on slippers and have to slide my feet like a run the house because, I don't want to mentally, get up and prepare because like my body hurts, right? So he might have the ability to play, but you can tell that his mental ability to play is definitely gone. So Big Ben is definitely done. That is an overreaction. The overreaction, or the people said that Big Ben isn't done. Big Ben is done. He is retired. He's going to float off into the sunset. Next up here, where's the little thingy there? Overreaction Tuesday. The next overreaction here, or underreaction, we'll find out here. The Buffalo Bills had the most impressive win of the weekend. Okay, the Buffalo Bills definitely played the most complete game. They dominated from snap to the last snap. They flexed on them. They scored 5 touchdowns. They did this, and this. They did everything right. The Buffalo Bills looked amazing. But to say it was the most impressive win, let's look at some of the other ones. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers finally played a complete game. They 31-0 going into the fourth quarter. The Eagles got up some mop-up duty, some late touchdowns at the end to make it somewhat respectable. The 49ers dominated the Dallas Cowboys for 3 quarters. The Rams dominated the Rams dominated the Cardinals for 4 quarters there. So the most impressive win, I'm going to say no, that is not an overreaction. It was hands down probably the most impressive win of a super wild card weekend. You can say that the 49ers beating the Cowboys was very impressive. Yes, that was very impressive, but they did not put together a complete game. What I'm saying is they needed to change those field goals into touchdowns. If they want to beat the Packers, those field goals that they had need to turn into touchdowns. Rams, they had a complete game, but I also had them kind of expecting to beat the Cardinals as well. So is it impressive? Yes. So I actually had the Patriots beating the Bills, so that is hands down the most impressive thing about them is not only did they beat the Patriots, they beat the Patriots. They laid them over their knee and said, bad boys, and it was over. So definitely not an overreaction. The Bills was by far the most impressive win of the day, or the weekend, super wild card weekend, hands down. We'll be right back, guys, here on the Man Hour.
Once I'm home from work and relaxing,
I watch Man Hour while doing dishes.
In bed, hiding from the wife and kids.
what do you do when your husband and kid are obsessed with the Man Hour? You watch it with them.